Bethor is one of the 7 legendary Olympic spirits, and he first emerged in the pages of Arbatel de magia veterum, which is a cornerstone text of Renaissance magic that surfaced in the latter half of the 16th century. The Arbatel isn't just any book. It's regarded as one of the clearest and most benevolent guides on spiritual matters of its time, steering clear of the malevolence often associated with magical texts. Bethor's presence in the Arbatel is something of a revelation. The book introduces him alongside 6 other spirits, each corresponding to a celestial body from classical astrology. Bethor's domain is tied to the grand and mighty Jupiter, the king of gods in Roman mythology, and the planet known for its influence over expansion and prosperity. The text of Arbatel suggests a world where magic and spirituality are intertwined, and figures like Bethor are intermediaries between the earthly and the divine. His supposed capabilities are vast, ranging from bestowing wisdom and extending one's lifespan to revealing secrets hidden deep within the earth. Researchers of esoteric history have speculated that the Arbatel's Olympic spirits are a blend of earlier mythologies and the Renaissance occult attempt to categorize the celestial. The book represents a time when exploration into the unknown was conducted through both the lens of science and the spirit, reflecting the era's unquenchable thirst for understanding the universe and its many layers. As with other Olympic spirits, Bethor's influence was believed to be a powerful ally in the quest for enlightenment. The rituals and invocations prescribed in the Arbatel require respect and dedication as they open channels of communication with entities like Bethor, entities that were thought to control the cosmic forces that shape our world. As the governor of what we attribute to mighty Jupiter, Bethor's influence is vast and profound, touching upon the aspects of expansion, prosperity, honor, and justice. When we speak of expansion, it's not merely about the broadening of physical borders or accumulation of material wealth. It's also the enrichment of spirit, the broadening of understanding, and intellectual horizons. Bethor's guidance sought to cultivate such breadth in one's life. Prosperity, which is a term often linked with financial success, under Bethor's gubernatorial watch, takes a more holistic approach. It is the flourishing of well-being in all spheres, a dance of abundance where one's personal and communal life bear the fruits of success. The prosperity bestowed upon Bethor is not simply one of gold and silver, but one that enriches the quality of life and relationships. The pillar of honor, as championed by Bethor, is built upon the integrity of one's actions and the steadfastness in one's moral compass. In times past, as now, honor is a badge worn proudly, reflecting how one is viewed by society and how one navigates the intricate network of social expectations. Bethor's hand in matters of honor ensures that one's deeds align with the noble virtues associated with Jupiter. Finally, justice, a concept as old as society itself, where the balance between right and wrong is meticulously weighed. Bethor's reign over justice implies the pursuit of fairness and equilibrium in all dealings, whether that be in legal contexts or the more personal scales of day-to-day life. In aligning with Bethor, practitioners and seekers of old aim to embody these attributes, seeking his favor to aid them in their endeavors. To invoke Bethor was to call upon a powerful and regal force, one that champions the growth and ethical backbone that are so dearly connected to the essence of Jupiter itself. Bethor's significance extends well into the mysterious and transformative sphere of alchemy. This ancient practice, rooted in the belief that base metals could be turned into noble silver, is where Bethor's influence shines. The pursuit was more than just about transmuting metals. It was a metaphor for personal growth and enlightenment, a journey from the material to the spiritual, from the leaden soul to the golden wisdom. Bethor, in this aspect, embodies this grand transformation. His connection to Jupiter amplifies his role in alchemy, since Jupiter symbolizes expansion and the highest forms of intellectual and spiritual quests. Those who practiced alchemical arts sought not just worldly wealth, but also a profound understanding of the secrets of nature and the cosmos, an enlightenment that Bethor is said to be able to provide guidance on. The esoteric knowledge that was once kept in the hands of the few enlightened shares themes commonly attributed to Jupiter: the expansion of consciousness, moral excellence, and the quest for truth. Through rituals and careful study, alchemists believed that they could call upon Bethor for assistance in their alchemical endeavors, to facilitate not merely the conversion of materials, but enlightening the practitioner's spiritual understanding. Bethor's role in the mystical practices of alchemy and magic reminds us how the pursuit of knowledge has always been twofold, seeking both the treasure of material wealth and the loftier riches of spiritual wisdom. It's a reminder that true transformation requires both understanding and application of universal principles, a concept deeply ingrained in the fabric of Renaissance magical thought, and one that continues to captivate those drawn to the enigmatic allure of alchemy and the transformative power of magic. Seems like a lot of these gods, these mythological beings, are into alchemy, transmuting lead into gold and whatnot. In the ancient and mystical practice of invoking spirits, timing is not just a consideration, it's a cornerstone when engaging with the Olympic spirits, and in particular with the spirit known as Bethor. Aligning actions with cosmic timing is fundamental. Thursday is not merely a day on a calendar, it becomes a conduit for the energies of Jupiter when one seeks Bethor's favor. The significance of the specific day lies in its ancient association with the planet Jupiter, known to astrologers and mystics alike as the planet of expansion, prosperity, and wisdom. And you may be asking why this emphasis on planetary hours. Well, practitioners of magic believe that each day is divided into planetary hours, each hour ruled by a different celestial body with their particular energies peaking at those times. By conducting rituals in the planetary hour of Jupiter on a Thursday, the connections between the earthly realm and the expansive nature of Jupiter is thought to be at its strongest. It's during these auspicious times that the rituals dedicated to Bethor take on a greater significance. Practitioners believe that these well-timed ceremonies can harness his qualities of honor and justice. Adherents to these practices believe that by synchronizing these rituals with the universe's natural order, they're able to work in harmony with these powerful forces rather than against them. Tapping into an ancient current of knowledge, one that suggests that the universe operates with a precise celestial timing, like a grand cosmic clock. In the rich landscape of spiritual and magical history, for those walking the path of the esoteric, tapping into the right moment is like finding a key to unlock a treasure trove of enlightenment and bounty. At least, that is the belief held by those devoted to the practices centered around beings like Bethor. Of all the Olympic spirits, Bethor seems to be uniquely approachable, a marked contrast to the enigmatic figures of legend. Bethor's demeanor is said to be one of openness, offering a communicative hand to practitioners of the esoteric arts. This amiable nature is an attractive quality that sets him apart from the 7 Olympic spirits. Such accessibility is not granted lightly. One must approach Bethor with respect and the proper rituals, but those who do find that their efforts are met with the willingness to interact that is seldom found in the spirit realm. It's believed that by offering the right reverence and dedication, practitioners can make a strong connection with Bethor, gaining insights far beyond the mundane. For those seeking to commune with Bethor, it's crucial to recognize that the spirit values precision and proper timing. The rituals and invocations are less about the grandeur and more about aligning with Bethor's energy and tributes sincerely and accurately. He responds to genuine seekers, those who come prepared and with clear intentions. This approachability extends to the domains over which Bethor is said to preside. Whether one is seeking growth in prosperity, a deeper sense of honor, or a broader understanding of justice, Bethor's open nature allows for clarity of communication in these pursuits. Through this, he aligns with the expansive and generous traits of Jupiter, shining a benevolent light on the practitioner's path. Historical texts also imply that Bethor's assistance is not reserved for the spiritually elite. Unlike some spirits who are elusive and challenge even the most seasoned magicians, Bethor's willingness to interact means that, with the right knowledge and respect for the practice, he is within reach of many who seek his guidance. In embodying these qualities, Bethor reminds us of the importance of openness and receptiveness, not just in magical practice, but in all realms of our lives. His example serves as a call to embrace knowledge and transformation with humility and open arms. Among the 7 Olympic spirits, Bethor is particularly renowned for his ability to bestow both prosperity and wisdom upon those who seek his aid. Historically, wealth and wisdom have often been regarded as twin treasures, and in the case of Bethor, this connection is deeply entrenched in his identity. Bethor aligns with the grandeur and generosity of Jupiter, the planet that symbolizes abundance and enlightenment. In ancient times, Jupiter was not only revered as a deity capable of granting bountiful harvests and success, but also as a source of guidance for moral and ethical decisions. This dual benevolence is echoed in Bethor's offerings. Those who managed to conjure him successfully were said to gain incredible riches, which would manifest as sudden fortunes or increased capacity for attracting wealth. But wealth is not a standalone gift. It goes hand in hand with wisdom, reflecting the belief that true prosperity comes not just from financial gain, but from the rich insights and understanding one can apply to their own life and community. Such wisdom granted by Bethor was akin to a spiritual enlightenment, empowering individuals with the knowledge to navigate the world more effectively and ethically. Additionally, there's an interesting dynamic at play between the tangible and intangible gifts of Bethor. While the riches could indeed contribute to one's material success, the imparted wisdom could itself be considered a foundation for creating and sustaining wealth. This might include insights into the nature of the world, the ability to understand complex philosophical ideas, or the development of an enlightened mind. Belief systems of the time didn't view wealth solely in terms of personal gain, but as a means to contribute to the greater good of society. Bethor was seen as a channel through which Jupiter's benevolent attributes were made accessible to those diligent and dedicated enough to invoke the Olympian Spirits successfully. The convergence of wealth and wisdom under Bethor's influence seems to reinforce the idea that the accumulation of riches should be accompanied by the development of a sagacious spirit and noble character. Throughout history, practitioners of magic have placed great importance on the use of symbols and sigils as conduits for celestial forces. One such emblem of power is the Seal of Bethor. The significance of Bethors Seal lies in its intricate design, which is believed to encapsulate the very essence of his influence. For those walking the path of the esoteric, the proper use of this seal is paramount. By inscribing or visualizing Bethor's sigil, magicians and alchemists aim to form a connection with the spirit, invoking his presence to aid in their endeavors. It is a practice steeped in tradition, a gesture of respect and recognition of the spirit's authority and realm. Bethor's seal acts as a focal point for practitioners, concentrating their intentions and magnifying their requests. It is not merely an image. It is a key to unlocking the benevolent powers associated with Jupiter, under whose governance Bethor presides. With this symbol, magicians seek to harmonize their own will with the expansive, prosperous energies of the largest planet in our solar system. The sigil is also a tool for protection and a badge of legitimacy. By employing the seal in rituals, practitioners shield themselves from malevolent forces and ensure that their communication is directed toward the intended spirit. The precision of this seal ensures that Bethor's assistance is rightly sought and that the wisdom and riches he offers are rightfully received. The use of Bethor's seal underscores the deep respect for hierarchy and structure in celestial magic. By adhering to the established symbology, magicians align themselves with a long lineage of esoteric knowledge. Each curve and line of the seal carries a history, a piece of the timeless quest for understanding and mastery over the subtler forces of existence. The Seal of Bethor is more than a mere symbol. It stands as a testament to the profound relationship between macrocosm and microcosm, the celestial and the terrestrial. It is a vital instrument in the magician's pursuit of transformation and enlightenment, a bridge to the divine powers that govern our world and beyond. Bethor's influence extends beyond the mystical and enters the realm of philosophical. We find connections to several significant philosophical traditions that shaped the intellectual landscape of the Renaissance period. Hermeticism, a spiritual, philosophical, and esoteric tradition based largely on writings attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, resonates deeply within Bethor's teachings. These texts emphasize the interconnectedness of the universe and the axiom as above, so below, implying that by understanding the divine, one can come to understand the earthly realm. Bethor's magic was seen as a way to bridge the terrestrial with the celestial, harnessing the powers of the macrocosm to effect changes to the microcosm. Bethor also embodies principles to Neoplatonism, a philosophical system that suggests the existence of a single source from which all existence emanates. This source, the One, is the center of all unity and the origin from which all reality derives. Neoplatonism emphasizes the mind's ability to ascend to an understanding of the One, echoes in the practices dedicated to Bethor, where the magician seeks alignment with higher cosmic principles for enlightenment and transformation. During the Renaissance, which was a time of rebirth in art, science, and thought, brought a resurgence of classical philosophy, which is mirrored in the study of magical and alchemical texts like the Arbatel. Renaissance philosophy's love for the ancient teachings, combined with enthusiasm for new discoveries and human potential, created fertile ground for exploring the mystical arts. Bethor's role in this environment was as a guide, offering wisdom and a path to prosperity that could be realized through both spiritual and intellectual growth. Understanding Bethor, therefore, is to understand how magic and philosophy were intertwined during the Renaissance. Through his connections to Hermeticism and Neoplatonism, Bethor's teachings offered a way to navigate one's own personal growth and understanding of the universe. Heavily influenced by the scholarly musings of the time, his magic was not just for material gain, but also for ascending the soul to higher truths. a cornerstone of the era's quest for knowledge and enlightenment. Through this exploration, we honor the profound legacy that figures like Bethor have imprinted on the annals of philosophical history. The concept of celestial hierarchy is by no means a simple one, and yet within this structure, Bethor emerges as a towering figure of authority. We find that Bethor is said to command no fewer than 42 legions of spirits. This isn't just a testament to his might, but also to his esteemed position within the spiritual cosmos. The number itself, 42, isn't arbitrary. It holds weight and significance in various historical and religious contexts, amplifying the gravity of Bethor's dominance. The very idea of legions, which harkens back to ancient Roman military units, further reinforces the organized and disciplined nature of Bethor's rule. Much like a seasoned general who commands with both respect and strategy, Bethor's governance reflects a structured and well-ordered dominion. Within each legion, imagine countless spirits, each with their own unique abilities and characteristics, ready to act at Bethor's behest. What does this mean for those who study the esoteric traditions? It paints a picture of Bethor as not only powerful, but as a central pivot around which much of ritualistic magic turns. His control over a vast host makes him a being of great interest and importance. The Arbatel itself, in discussing the celestial hierarchy, places Bethor within the context of a cosmic order, a layered universe where entities have their rank and function. This hierarchy isn't just for categorization, it implies the flow of power, the paths by which influence and energy move through the cosmos. If you were to visualize it, Bethor might appear perched high within his vast celestial mechanism, surrounded by his legions, a reflection of Jupiter's own grandeur in the heavens. When ancient magicians and modern practitioners alike reach out to Bethor, they are tapping into his commanding power. They are petitioning a spirit who holds the reins of a considerable force within the astral realms. It is an appealing prospect, the idea of connecting with a being who can marshal such vast spiritual resources and who, by all accounts, stands ready to cooperate with those who seek his guidance and aid. The lasting legacy of Bethor is deeply rooted with traditional beliefs. They have been passed down through centuries. A key aspect of these beliefs is the emphasis on the longevity and timing of his influence in this fucking podcast. According to lore, Bethor's impact is not fleeting or momentary. Instead, it is believed to extend over a monumental period of 490 years. This extensive duration aligns perfectly with the astrological aspects of Jupiter, known for its long orbital period around the sun. Just as Jupiter takes its time to complete its celestial journey, so too does Bethor's influence steadily unfold over the years, implying a slow but powerful and enduring effect on those who seek his wisdom. Practitioners believe that invoking Bethor could bring about changes and benefits that would ripple across generations. These effects could manifest as prolonged prosperity, an enduring sense of justice, and the ability to honorably navigate through life's challenges. Their methods of engagement with Bethor were often based on specific astrological timings, tapping into the belief that aligning one's actions with the rhythm of the cosmos could maximize the potential of the outcomes. In considering Bethor's long-term effects, it's important to recognize that the significance of his influence extends beyond the immediate result of a ritual or invocation. The practices associated with him are seen as seeds planted for a future that embraces not only the practitioner's lifetime, but the subsequent lineage. Bethor's legacy then becomes a tapestry woven through time, reflecting the enduring nature of Jupiter's astrological influence, where every thread represents a potential for growth, expanded wisdom, and the accumulation of wealth, both material and intangible. That's all I got for today. Have a good one.